So straight to the point. So what do I think about Gostomel Wargame? Just to clarify, I was not aware of Cats Who Play, which is the name of the game devs. These are a Russian game developer that, because of this game demo, I discover that they have in their list of titles one that is called the Syrian Warfare. And I was surprised that they were not even creating wargames before starting with these milsims that they now have at sale. However controversial is what they do in their games, which I believe has opened a lot of rage and touchy things and topics in all the forums regarding their wargames, I will not talk in here about anything of that. And the sole reason I find this wargame so interesting is purely technical stuff, tactics and strategy, and that is what I'm going to be focusing in these early thoughts. So with that out of the way, and very out of the way, let's begin. The visuals here are more than enough for a wargame. We all love combat mission, and we know, or I believe the majority of us, know Maya's Front, and also something lighter like Men of War, the Men of War franchise. And all of those have fancy visuals that definitely make this type of simulations a lot more enjoyable. However, in Gostomel Ukrainian Warfare, I believe the graphics are just on spot. I dream of a Western-centric game such as Combat Mission to bring this type of visuals to the table, but someday, maybe. In here, what I love is that the way they have modeled the soldiers, but the thing that is most eye candy, so to speak, is the particles effects. Sand, dust, fire of guns, they really made their homework on all of this stuff that happens around soldiers in a firefight, and for me that creates a complete immersion experience in modern warfare for those that are interested in the time period at question. Sounds of weapons are good. They are not exactly that unique and amazing. I believe mods for Combat Mission can nail the weapon sounds much better, but they are not delusional in any shape or form. They are standard and very good. So sound work is very nice. Then we got to the whole story thing. I have something around 1 minute to tell you what is Victor's Wargaming and why you should stay here and subscribe. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the best wargaming channel in YouTube. In this channel I try demos, do videos about turn-based, real-time tactics, real-time strategy, grand strategy, and mil sims.
Impressive.
What are you waiting for? This is the moment for you to subscribe. Let's get on with the video. Let's remember that they are using here history to create the narrative of the whole simulation. As I said at the start of this video, being this a narrative of the day and of facts that have happened not so far away from our timeline creates a lot of friction. So I won't touch more on the narrative, just saying that it exists and is actual. Now let's talk about gameplay. Gameplay is where this thing really shines. It brings a lot of options to do actions with the squad, being these a tactical level simulation of modern warfare. We got a very great amount of freedom at the moment of operating on the battlefield. The only thing that I missed is to be able to split your squad into a lower level teams, something that is important to do at the end of the day. I love the fact that you can see inside the buildings when the squads enter indoor, and I really prized that when I was trying the demo of the first mission. You can check that over here. The most amazing thing is that of the cover mechanic. That is the most amazing thing here. The cover mechanic and how they actually made possible for trees to become an actual cover for incoming bullets, and how you can decide where to position the squad with small shield icons appearing on either cars, trees, walls, trash containers, so on and so forth. I can see that these guys know what they are doing. I can see that the game has inspiration from Combat Mission, and I will not stop saying how much it resembles that title, with the only exception that they are not using the WWII system that is so amazing in the Combat Mission titles. However, it is very welcoming the fact that you can pause the action at any moment and to analyze what is going to be your next move. So, the controversy behind the topic of the wargame is tangible in the forums and reviews sections, but if you really are interested in the game as a wargame, as a simulation of modern warfare tactical level, and can put that aside, I will not hesitate in recommending 100% this wargame. Just note that the loading times, even if you have a very high-end rig, are going to be just terrible. Watch it yourself in the comments of other videos about the title and in the discussions and reviews of the game. Other than that, it is an amazing modern tactical level warfare title that you will have to buy one day or another. Thank you guys for watching, and I just want to recommend you to watch the latest series called Vagros the Raven Realms, a Dark Fantasy RPG that will surprise you as much as it did to me. It looks weird at first glance, but once you go deep in the mechanics, it becomes a truly amazing story-driven adventure that you'll love. Only if you like D&D and role-playing games, that is. Thank you for watching. This was Victus. See you in the next one. Be safe.